Yo, welcome. We are here. Welcome to AB3 Anime. Anime Expo is like literally days away from now. We are creeping up on this con really quick. So we got to get some things straight. Normally, as you guys know on this YouTube channel, we would probably go over announcements. There have been, what up, Miracle Draws? There have been way more guest announcements than actual convention announcements. So, what we're going to do tonight, because we haven't done it in so long, is we're going to actually answer questions first. And then we'll go over some announcements. Because again, are there announcements? Yes, but they're mainly guests. So we're going to go over these questions first. Then, if I ain't burned out by however many questions we answer, we'll get into some of the guests that they have announced. Because that's pretty much what's been happening the past couple of weeks. As Anime Expo has been dropping just guest name, guest name, guest name, with the occasional, hey, we're also doing this. Like I do know there's a Gundam movie premiere, so there's other things. But what we are gonna do first is go through all these damn questions, cause there's a lot. All right, make sure we got the new ones. Yeah, okay. Bought badges months ago, but got accepted as a panelist recently. Is a refund possible? Title. They state no refunds, so what's the best course of action? I was forced to sell them. Who do I contact? And then I didn't realize there was a market for buyers who have bought badges. Was afraid it'd be hard to sell, so I never considered reselling. I will wait until the panelist badges get released to post on Discord server. Thank you, all friends. Yeah, literally, you could post your badges anywhere someone will buy them. But also, in the case like this, if you are someone who bought a badge, but you also applied for a panel or to be a guest or something like that, usually they will work with you and they'll probably refund that badge. So just heads up that you can email and contact them if you got approved. There are there's not a lot of circumstances that will give you a refund, but there are a few that they will help you with. Buying multiple J-pop capsule tickets by me. Multiple friends have to transfer a name on their ticket. I bought multiple J-pop capsule tickets for my friends, and I wonder if I need to transfer the names for each ticket to my friends' names. Can I just have all three tickets on me and just have my other friends be able to go to the concert through me? So this is interesting. With your Anime Expo badges, you can buy multiple badges, but you do have to assign each badge to a different ticket. I mean, you do have to assign an email to each individual badge. Now, when it comes to concert tickets, I don't know. The only reason personally I would think you would have to is if there was an issue, like your friend was outside the building, ticket got lost or something, and they needed a way to get back in. They'd want to verify that that email was also attached to that ticket. So I would say do it, but not necessarily. I'm not sure. But I would think you would have to. Um, root beer vendor showing up. I'm asking if anyone knows if the root beer vendor Wild Bill is showing up. They'll be there. Wild Bill is always there. We're gonna skip that. They'll always be there. People buy those drinks. I've never stopped and actually bought the Wild Bill drinks. But I do know people buy them. People do like those. Can we give our 4-day pass to someone else? You can transfer your 4-day pass to someone else's email address. Yes, that is possible. Guys, if you do try to transfer your badge to someone else, it is possible, but you just need to make sure you transfer that badge under you go into show clicks and you attach that badge to that person's email address. The biggest reason you want to do that is again, if they misplaced a badge, or in a lot of cases that happened last year, it happened to me and people we were around, badge would sometimes you forget to tap yourself out. And at Anime Expo, you have to tap to go into the building. But anytime you exit the building, you also have to tap to go out of the building. And people were forgetting, myself included, I did it once, to tap out of the building. So when you tried to go back in the next day or later that day, it wouldn't allow you go in and you had to go to the customer service area to get them to let you in. Well, Milkbeard, you'd have to go to them to get them to reactivate the badge. And if they ask you for your email that is attached to the badge, you're gonna have that info. And that'll haul just like transit passes in Japan. Yeah, sometimes you gotta prove that thing belongs to you. So that does happen. If you guys are wondering what's happening here, if I'm not mistaken, there was a car here and female cosplayer with the cars. So everyone's taking picture of the car. Everyone's taking picture of the girl too, but you know what I mean. Looking for someone who like to go with me to Anime Expo as a friend, cosplay partner, or maybe something more. I love it if you love anime. I'm not even getting into this. You do you. Find your true goth partner. My badge hasn't shipped yet. When will it happen? So the Anime Expo badges ship out in batches. So badges have started to ship, but do not forget there are 100,000 attendees. Now there are. This is including the worldwide attendees, of course, but you gotta account for what 70, 80,000 people probably are U.S. attendees, if not more. Um, so it's a lot of badges have to be mailed out. I would say don't stress it yet. I have seen personally up to, I think Anime Expo even lets you know if you buy a badge up to 2 weeks before the convention, they'll still mail it to you. So there's a chance that your batch just hasn't gone out yet. But just be patient. The tickets do mail. If we're getting to mid June and you haven't seen your badge mail out yet, I'd start to be a little bit more curious. And if we're at the last week of June or maybe somewhere around June 20th, I'm emailing someone because the con's on July 2nd. So I'd just be patient. But once we start getting into June, that's when I'd start to worry a little bit more. Excuse me. Showering. If your cosplay isn't the only thing dripping at Anime Expo, we have a problem. Oh, this is literally someone just saying take showers. It could track in other apps. I got a notification through the shop app. Yeah, so you'll get a notification once it ships. Like they'll email you, they'll let you know it's shipped out. If you purchased it through a special app, you can see that it's shipped out. So just be patient, like literally. But once we start getting into June, then I'd say if I bought my badge in February and it's now June, but it hasn't shipped, I'd be a little bit more worried. But mid June, I'm starting to email people. Basically, take a shower. This is not a secret. It's not. It's a cosplay thing. It's an anime thing. Just again, hygiene. Just take showers. Use deodorant. It's not a secret. Are the badges coming activated like they did last year? No, you have to actually activate your badge. Okay. Um, as you guys saw on stream the other night, I did activate my badge. You're gonna go into show clicks to activate the badge, and you need to enter in the last 8 digits. There are two orange sequences of numbers. The second sequence has 8 numbers in it. You need to put those 8 numbers in to activate your badge. Should I be worried? Delivery failure. They, I would be a little bit more worried if you're receiving an email like this. Contact them because whatever address you have, there may have been an issue. Here's the problem with people getting their badges shipped to the wrong address that people didn't factor in. Anime Expo emails us religiously after we buy our tickets. Verify your address. Make sure your address is correct. Please finalize your address. Make sure all this stuff is good. They'll send you an email right before to verify your address again. So I don't know if you have to now pay for another ticket or not, because that does happen where they've tried to reach out and tell you to change and alter your address. And if they shipped you a badge, then they will also look at you and go, hey, now this isn't all the time, but sometimes they will look at you and go, hey, look, you're going to have to pay for a replacement badge because we shipped it to the address you told us to go to. And we gave you opportunities, we gave you months to alter this address, and you did not alter it. So now you got to pay for another one. It does suck. I'm not saying it's cool, but it's why they email so much to ask, like, hey, verify your address. Also, watch the AB3 Anime YouTube channel. We tell you when these deadlines are coming. So I don't know how you get by with that one. Is the credential number for tickets for J-pop sound capsule the same as my general admission, or will I receive another set of numbers? I don't know. I did not buy any of the J-pop sound capsule tickets. I can do some research and I'll let you know when I find out. But as of right now, I don't have an answer to that question. I came to let you know you have 52 days to complete your cosplays. Yep. I'm not a cosplayer, so that deadline doesn't work for me. But this was 2 days ago, so now you have 50 days to put your cosplay together. That's still crazy. 50 days is a lot. It's a lot. Is Nostalgia Con worth the fun? I don't know about Nostalgia Con. I'm not from LA, so I couldn't tell you. So it's like a LA Pasadena con, so I don't know. Anyone know if there's going to be one this year? Had a blast last year. I've not seen anything about a Maid Cafe being 18 plus, so I'm going to say no. Because the Maid Cafe tickets have been on sale for a while now, and I've not seen anything about 18 plus. Worth it this year, or will construction make it too packed and would be no, the construction's not even going to be in our way this year. A lot of that's been postponed till after the summer. So we should be good to go. Never heard of it. I've never heard of it either, bro. We just didn't we just go through like the whole Cali con list? I didn't see that out there at all. But they do have cons that sneak in through the cracks and they aren't listed. Just got my badge activated. There are 3 steps for after you get in your badge. Open it, take a look at it, activate it, pack it. Those 3 things. Just do those 3 things and you good. Look at it, activate it, pack it the fuck up. You do not want to go all the way across country and leave your badge home. That's the last thing you want to do. Like you guys saw me pack mine up on screen. It's still in that bag. It ain't coming out that bag. It's gonna be in there. That's it. It's just done. Searching for the artist. People always come up here looking for the artist. It'd be so hard to find. I'm not even gonna hold you. Everyone's ready for AX 2025. Yes. It's gonna be some good panels, hopefully. We'll see the schedule when it comes out. Yes, I'll be live streaming the schedule on the YouTube channel. We're gonna do the whole thing right here. Okay. We're gonna do the whole schedule from this chair. I need help trying to find a cosplay that won't make me have heat stroke. Can't make it out. So I don't know nothing about cosplays. Eric, whenever you get a chance, feel free to comment on that. My fifth AX. Hey, let's go. There will be exhibitors that sell anime baseball jerseys at AX. There always are. Um, hell, Box Lunch goes to Anime Expo, so they'll be there. Anime doesn't have a booth at Anime Expo. So I don't think that will happen. But there are other people who come with anime jerseys. So there will be a few. So for some reason, my AX badge shipped out to my ex's house. I'm assuming it was some autofill error, and I moved from Cali to Colorado to for school. So that's no help as he lives in Cali. Can I ask for a new badge or pull up to AX with my ID registration proof? You can email them and see if they'll send you a second badge. A lot of times, again, doesn't work because of the fact that they email you to verify your address so many times. A lot of times they want you to have to buy another badge, a replacement badge. They usually try to charge you a fee for that. So, can you pull up the AX with your ID? Yes. And your registration? Yes. And the email address. You pull up with these things, this is true. But they're going to charge you for a replacement badge. So you can email them and check, but different, I would say. I've typed the code in 5 different ways on ShowClicks. Dashes, spaces, caps, no caps. What are you typing that needed dashes, space, caps, and no caps? It is literally the last 8 digits. It EC whatever. It's the last eight. You just type it exactly as it is, and that's it. Um, I don't know why you got dashes, spaces, and caps and no caps on your badge. Um, I don't know what you typing, honestly. I don't think that combo is going to work, but okay. Um, you're doing something wrong. Check one of our other videos on the YouTube channel. The last live stream, we went through the exact process. You go on the show clicks, where to click at, and the last eight orange digits is what you use. It's either going to be all numbers, all letters, or a combination of the two. But it's that second orange set of numbers and letters, and you put in the last eight. That's it. You don't put no dashes, no spaces. Um, can you put caps? Yeah, you could put caps, but because I some of it's capital D or capital J or whatever. But it ain't no spaces. Ain't no spaces in that. You just put those eight in and you good. So whatever you did, my friend, you did it completely wrong. Okay? But go check the AB3 anime stream from last week. You'll be able to get it in. When is the first day to buy a badge when mailing is no longer available? Mm, register. It'll actually tell you up here that if you buy a badge by X date, all badges will be mailed. Here we go. Anime Expo will ship 4-day badges and etc. purchased between January 21st through June 10th. So after June 10th, if you what up the Chaz? After June 10th, if you purchase a badge from Anime Expo, you actually have to pick it up on site. So anything before June 10th, they will mail to you as long as you're in the US. After June 10th, you have to pick up the badge on site. If you live in another country, you have to pick up the badge on site anyway. So June 10th, my friend, is when you have to go pick up the badge. Just wondering if anybody else's ticket is coming from Florida or just me. Mine came from Florida too. I'm not gonna hold you. It did come out of Florida. Um, Made Cafe ticket question. So me and my friend are going to Anime Expo for the second time this year, and he asked me to attend the Made Cafe event this time. I ended up purchasing tickets, but there's no offer to transfer. So I'm starting to wonder. It doesn't seem like a lot of the events have options for transfer. I don't know. Again, I don't usually go to the ticketed events. So I the only one I've actually gone to is I think I did the Can't remember. It wasn't the cosplay summit. It was one of them, something like that. I don't remember what it was, but I did do one ticket event years ago, and I got me a ticket and Eric a ticket. Oh, the AMV contest. You used to have to have a ticket to go to the AMV contest, and I didn't have to transfer at that time. I just had to go to will call and pick up my two tickets and just give Eric one so he could go too. So I don't know. The AX poster. Need a hotel spot, bro, bro. This is that time of year where getting hotel spots is going to be a lot rougher. Go on the AX Discord. We're not going to hold you. If you need a hotel spot, go to the Anime Expo Discord. There are people posting that they are looking for a room, and there are people posting that they are looking for roommates. This is where you want to go if you're looking for a place to stay. You could try Reddit posts, bro, but the Discord is really where you get your answer. It used to be they had a category up here on Reddit for people to like post they were looking for roommates and stuff, but I don't think they're there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, buddy. Milkbeard's in Florida. Milkbeard, I'll be in Florida too on August 10th. I'll be in Florida August 10th to Fort Myers and I think September 14th in Fort Lauderdale. This is all my conventions I gotta go work. Yes, AB3 Anime will be in Norfolk Anime Fest this weekend, and then we'll be at like Geekdom in Pennsylvania next weekend. So we're gonna be all over the place the next couple weeks. A lot of traveling. I did not get an error when I did my activation. But if you are for sure doing everything and putting the code in the way it's supposed to be, if you're still getting an error, email Anime Expo support or reach out to Anime Expo on their X page. Sometimes they respond a little bit quicker there. Best areas to park for one day. The hospital, according to Abraham. Um, but there's a lot of places you can park. There's a parking garage directly next to the convention center. It does fill up relatively fast, so you could try, but definitely, definitely, definitely. What are you guys doing with your badges, by the way? I'm gonna put mine on a beanie, and I've seen some other ways. I've seen people put them on their jackets and stuff. I'm putting mine on a beanie that I can wear with my Akatsuki jersey that I got. So it'll be that red and black. Let's see. Just pre-registered for Anime Expo. Now what? You wait. They'll mail you the badge. Oh, this guy should message this person. Their friend is looking for a roommate for the JW Marriott. This is who you need to hit up, my guy. That's what you need to start doing. Look at the Reddit page and just look at those. I just mine. I just got mine on the drawer. Yeah, mine is just chilling on the desk right now. Like it's just chilling. I am gonna get it ironed onto a beanie though. I know I'm gonna be wearing a beanie in that heat. Here we go. Not planning a cosplay. What should I wear for the convention? Clothes. Is my audio having an issue? Is it cutting out? I normally listen to myself somewhat sometimes. It keeps going in and out. Okay, excuse me for 2 seconds. We're gonna unplug the mic and plug it back in, and hopefully that fixes the sound. Yo, we clear? I don't know. We clear? What up, Hoshi? Panel acceptance. Panel acceptance are going out now. People are getting notified the next couple weeks about their panels as Anime Expo finishes the schedule. So it's working now. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Might have just been some static build up, so I'm glad we got that fixed. This is my first Anime Expo. What should I expect? How much money should I bring? Are there items that are exclusive to the expo? Where can I buy merch? Yo, there is so much. So, what should I expect? A lot of really cool people, but a lot of people, like a lot of people. That's what you really can expect. And you can expect to be overwhelmed your first walkthrough. I have not met a single person who was not overwhelmed their first walkthrough of the convention center because it's so massive. Each room is so big, and it's the first time you've seen so much anime shit in the same spot. Even the displays are ridiculous. Like the giant Luffy last year, and the displays they did were crazy last year. And I can only imagine how some of them are going to look this year. So, with it being in LA, I'm just buying exclusives. I'm not mad at that. So, there will be there is a 90-day freeze for China, so we got lucky, which means a lot of the vendors are going to be able to get their shit in and they won't have to super overprice it because we're going to be in that 90-day window for those tariffs. So that's dope. When it comes to exclusives, Hoshi, for Anime Expo, all of the vendors have X pages, the major ones anyway, like Kodakawa and Crunchyroll, Good Smile, and stuff like that. On their X pages, they normally list what exclusives they're bringing and how many of each exclusives they're going to have. And sometimes you can get a list, someone to throw a list together of all the exclusives. I would recommend go to a smaller convention to get the idea of being a decently sized crowd. Yeah, if Anime Expo is your first con, it's a lot to take in. Like I wouldn't recommend it as a first con for anybody. It's a lot. Plus, if going to Anime Expo will kind of sour you off to a lot of cons because of the fact of how much exclusivity it has, the access to the voice actor it has, the amount of merch it has. When you go to a smaller con, you feel like you're walking into nothing. If your whole con perspective is Anime Expo. So definitely hit a smaller con if you can. Also be careful. It looks like the summer heat is coming back. We just had 98. Yeah, I heard it's supposed to be really hot. Like it's supposed to be really hot at the con, so keep a lookout for that. Or fan, I've been looking for those around the neck ones, but valuable one. Arsenic, this is my first con too. This is your first con, period, Arsenic, or like your first con in LA? Like Anime Expo is your first con, period. Bro, you're gonna be so spoiled. Like, you're gonna be so spoiled. Could you imagine? Yo, Anime Expo is crazy. Like, um, I did holiday Matsuri in the winter last year, like as a vendor, and it was big. It was dope. It was cool. But like, as big as it is, like, it's small compared to Anime Expo. So like, yeah, you're gonna be spoiled. Like, you can't leave Anime Expo and then go to like anime or something. You're gonna be like, what is this? Yeah. Oshida, I don't know what fan to use. I don't usually get it, but I will say that that summer heat be real. Luckily, we have one advantage that they did not have in 2018. We got five entrances. Okay, 2018 they only had the front door. All right, like the lines were six. We were waiting 6 hours to get into the building, so that's a whole nother headache. Uh-uh. First actual con arsenic is crazy. Yeah, you're gonna be overwhelmed, fam. I'm not gonna hold you. You're gonna be like the entertainment hall alone at Anime Expo is the size. It may even be bigger sometimes than people's entire convention. Like just the entertainment hall is bigger than some people's conventions, let alone artist alley or exhibit hall. Like those three, you could take a whole day just to check out every table in exhibit hall. If you really wanted to walk every single table and like really look through them, you could spend a whole day in exhibit hall. Bring a water bottle, like clothing, you'd be surprised at how many people pass out. Yeah, I do t-shirts, shorts, like yeah, it gets pretty hot. Like I get it for some people who want to throw on a ton of clothing, but like, nah, man. And if you're cosplaying, like those full body suits, it's crazy. How strict are prop weapons checks? Very, very. If there's any metal, you're fucked. Take it out. You can't have metal. It cannot have metal. We're just gonna keep moving. You guys kill me, not you guys. You guys kill me with this whole bullshit of I just got a little metal. No, no metal. Period. No metal. You can't have metal in any weapon, cosplay, whatever. You just can't. Just take it out. If they feel like it can be used to hurt someone, you can't have it. That's just how this works. Yeah, it's clean. It's clean. I always forget they're doing the academia thing, so I'm really excited to see how that's gonna look. The academia thing is probably gonna look it'll be good. It'll be good. How do I even get started? I have no idea to set up a vacation, plan for conventions, figure everything out, or I'll make a video for that later. That's why I watch your videos, how to prepare. Hey, I'm with you. It's why we do it. We try to let you know what to expect when you get there. When to expect badges in the mail. It's literally they come out in batches, so there's nothing you can really do besides wait. You have to wait. They will come out in different batches. What's the policy on metal cosplay armor? You can't have it. Next. You can't. You can't wear metal. That's why you see a lot of guys who use the armor. It's 3D printed, like the plastic. You can get away with that, but you can't get away with metal armor. Um, 30 and over AX colors. Where's my 30 and over AX crew? There'll be a ton of us. Your boy included. Yo, there'll be I was in line for was it solo leveling? I think it was solo leveling panel or pick up in a dungeon. It was one to two. And this lady was there on her rascal. Like this grandma decked out in straight anime gear. She got stickers all over her rascal and everything, ready to go. So anime's for all ages. That's all I'm gonna say. Anime Expo party list. Still deciding if I should call out of work and pay for my flight tonight. Get the bash tonight. The last time I went was 2023. Let's see your advice. I went to the Western. Yeah, the Western party is like the way to go. Do I need to activate my Sound Pop capsule tickler to my? I'm not sure, Hoshi, because I didn't do Sound Pop capsule, so I'm not sure. Someone else asked that question too. I'm gonna do some research on how that process works, so you guys know what to do. But I can't answer it right now because I didn't buy it. I do agree with that statement. This year does look extremely stacked. I'm not gonna lie to you. It seems like they're trying to go all out. So it does seem like Anime Expo is gonna be. It's, I ain't seen the list yet. When the panel list comes out, we'll know. I do know they did announce that they're doing this Gundam movie. So it shows up with the activate credentials on my ShowClicks account. That does mean it's linked to your ShowClicks. So it does sound like it is linked to your ShowClicks number. So I don't think you have to activate it, but I'm not sure. I think you just linked it to your ShowClicks because you which is good. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Milbeer. When you look at the map, because we had the AX map, it was crazy. Are you going to the 10th Dungeon 10th anniversary? The answer to that question, Ro, is it depends. Because if we're just talking about the history of the show, no. If we're talking about the history of the show, followed by a preview or a first episode of part two of the last season, yes. But then it also depends because you guys know how this stuff works. Like the Anime Expo thing is real. Anime Expo has developed a science of scheduling 2 to 3 things that you really want to do within 30 minutes of each other so that they can spread the crowd out. It depends on what they're showing at that time. I usually go to the pickup and I've gone to pick up in a dungeon every Anime Expo except one. It was my first one. Everyone since then, I've gone to a pickup in a dungeon premiere. They usually always have it too. I don't know. Like, I don't know if you guys saw, but like, I'm gonna just throw it out there. Summer. I don't know if y'all seen this list, but like, these are basically a list of premieres that are almost guaranteed for Anime Expo. Now, some of them, and when I say that, like Dan to Dan season two, based on this day debuts Anime Expo Day. This is Anime Expo Day one. Dan to Dan season two comes out. So the way I've always done panels, especially for premieres, if your anime is premiering that weekend and I can just watch it on Crunchyroll, I'm not gonna line up for it because I can just watch it on Crunchyroll. But if your anime is not premiering for a couple months, you take priority because I'm trying to see that before everybody else. But like, I can almost guarantee you guys, we're gonna see this, this, this will be there. All three of these will probably have panels in Anime Expo. And if not all three, Crunchyroll, whoever will be talking about them. This is definitely having a premiere. And I'm assuming probably Kaiju number 8. And then this may premiere. And this may premiere. And this is this is this Rascal Doesn't Dream of Bunny again? Like is this the Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus? Yeah, so hey, I'm saying like this is the type of stuff. This is probably gonna premiere. This is gonna premiere. I really fuss with Seven Prince. This is gonna premiere. Like Call of the Night season two, bro. If you told me Call of the Night season two is premiering at the same time, and I gotta choose between Call of the Night and fucking pick up in the dungeon, we want to Call of the Night. That's Dr. Stone is back. Like I'm saying, these are some real premieres. I hope we get dressed up Charlie season two. I have to be watching it at one the next morning. Exactly. I'm debating Nintendo items, something to escape, but don't want to miss out any possible panels. So that's what we give up. Like that right there, Hoshi, is that line is what really happens. Is they schedule this shit on top of each other. So you have to make a choice of go to Anime Expo and see this panel right now, or check out the concert right now. The concert probably 2 hours. So whatever panels are happening in this little 6 hour window, you can gave up those panels because you're gonna be at the concert for 2 hours. I mean, dude, Gotcha Kira debuts, Togen Anki. This is like Demon Slayer. Like this is they gonna have some premieres at this, and this is only the summer stuff. So, like I said, this is stuff that comes out probably that weekend or within a couple days of Anime Expo. This is stuff that comes out later. What is there's a My Hero episode for the new season? What if there's a new, what if they debut the One Punch Man or give you a sneak preview of the first couple minutes of One Punch Man? What if Spy X Family's there? What I mean, like this is the thing you kind of have to weigh when you're looking at these. What is this? I don't know what this is, but it looks solid though. It looks solid. So that's the other side of it is there's going to be a ton of shows that are like this doesn't come out till the fall. Do you want to watch an episode of it now? Yes. Yes, I do. So that's kind of what you deal with is picking if you want to watch something now or wait for it. That's why your boy, if it comes out that weekend, like Dan to Dan comes out that weekend, I'm not standing in line for something that I can just watch on my phone. I can watch Dan to Dan on my phone while I'm waiting in line for another panel. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna go stand 2 hours in Dan to Dan line when I can go ahead and watch the episode now. It's just how it works. Now we can also guess this debuts at 11:26 a.m. A Dan to Dan panel, if they did it, would be at like 10 a.m. So that you can say you watched the episode first. It's just how it works. Probably get a premiere. See, crazy prediction of CD Project Red might show their new anime. Possibly. I'm liking the idea of Final Fantasy panel so far. I did see the Final Fantasy panel. I forgot about half these romance animes are getting new seasons of a first season. And there's so much anime these days. I don't have time to watch. Yeah, bro. There's some of these are solid too. Like this was good. Seven Son was really good. Um, everyone really likes Shield Hero. Shield Hero's solid. I will say the last season wasn't that great. Call of the Night is amazing. I really like Call of the Night. So like there's so many. Is this Grand Blue season two? Yeah, Grand Blue season two. Um, I don't know what this is, but there's a lot. And then there's like you said, Project Red. There's a lot of companies that come and then they'll do their shows or movies or announcements in their big panel. So there's a ton of stuff. So it's kind of hard to predict what you want to go to. Um, but again, your boy has a rule of thumb. I go to what I can't see. And I know in July we can watch something that ain't coming out till October, or we can watch something that ain't coming out till January. Like if there's a undead unlock panel, stuff like that. We might need to go see Undead Unlocked. Oh, word. This is where you've been hiding? There's Fenrir in season two. You tell me right now if Dan Dan has a panel and it's the same time as Fenrir season two premiere. Now, Fenrir ain't coming out till January, but I promise you the line for that will be hell. So it's just hit and miss. But that's my rule of thumb, though, guys. If the panel is debut, if a panel is of your anime and that anime comes out that weekend, if your anime is debuting between the second and the sixth, I'm not waiting in line. It's not happening. I will find other stuff to do. Finran will definitely get a panel this year. Agreed. Agreed. It's too big not to. I don't know who be doing it, but it's too big not to. All right, let's go back to here. Oh, so we got the Anime Expo party list. You guys knew this was coming. You knew there was going to be a party list. And this is not the full list. There will be more parties added. Because look at how many the 2025 2024 list ended up with. There were 28 in 2024, 27 in 2023. There are 19 right now, so there will be more. I don't know if they'll do anything to be Hero X because to be Hero X will be actually ending right when we go. If to be Hero it had ended in the winter and they had all the spring to prepare something, I think we get a panel. But the fact that to be Hero X will probably still be airing until the week before we go, I don't think they'll do one. Anyway, let's see what we got. Makana, Gundam, and Bubblegum. 21 Plus Lounge. Now that's what I call anime. Summer Kickoff Volume 3, Idol Summer, J Pop, Prism Power, Anabash at the Regent Theater, Baldur's Gate Rave. Baldur's Gate Rave sounds wild, and y'all know it. Idol Summer Escape, Nana Girl Math, all women DJ lineup, Anna Rave, Event Horizon, Idol Summer, Senpai Squad throwing their party. They do it all the time, so not surprised. Sonic Boom, Anime Expo, Midnight Pulse Anime Rave, Virtual Vacation. There's a couple missing. I'm assuming Cosplay Deviants will probably get a party. Um, it has a 24 core. Oh, so yeah, the odds of them doing any kind of panel are slim then. If it's still airing weekly until September, um, then yeah, I don't think we'll actually get a panel for it because it's going to still be coming out. You'd have a better chance of getting a panel next year once it's over than us getting it this year. But that's the party list, man. So it'll be it'll be coming back. It'll be coming back. I think I might go to the Western party now that I'm bringing my siblings. There, yeah. You know what's wild? Is out of all these parties, everyone still ends up at the Westin. It's just it's like a rite of passage to do the party at the Westin. That's what happens. What parties are y'all going to? Bro, I am over. I'm like 35, 36. I'm going to sleep. Okay. Anime Expo, late night dinner, sleep. Okay. Not doing no Western parties. The only way I would even attempt to go to a Western party is if we got a phone call and they're playing some kind of ridiculous game. If they are playing like Mario Kart on the roof or some shit, then we could talk about it. Hotel recommendations, cheap hotels nearby. I can't. The only hotels I can recommend you are very expensive. Same dude, I'm about to be 31, but I just want to go to one just to see. Bro, I will talk to the group. If you want to go to the Western party, we will go to the Western roof party. It's as crazy as it sounds. It starts off real chill and then it just goes left. It just gets ridiculous. How they allow so many people to be on the roof with so much alcohol, I'll never guess. Also, I don't know how they get DJs. Like, at one point, there was a dude in a panda costume with a fucking Tokyo Revengers jacket on, and he's got a DJ coming, and we've got ping pong tables now, and I don't know where any of this came from. It just happens. It's wild. Um, Interest checked on Games Cosplay Meet. There is a list of cosplay meets. I think Anime Expo even has a cosplay meet set up. Yeah, I might be too sleepy by the time it gets crazy. Yeah, it don't get crazy till literally 12. Like 12 is about when it just goes ridiculous. So yeah, borderlines like if you come after noon. Um, Honestly, day one, there was a time I would say if you came after noon on day one, you'd be waiting for a very long time. But now that there's so many entrances, and by that time, so many people would be spread out some everywhere. I don't think it'd be that bad, but I do think you'd miss a lot of stuff. Like if you're someone who wants to buy exclusives, you don't want to show up at noon. Or if there's a certain panel that starts at 1 o'clock, you don't want to start show up at noon because that panel might have been capped already. This is what people, this is what Anime Expo doesn't tell people is like, as many of us who want to go to these panels, there's a ton of us who do. Problem is, every single room has a cap on it. So say a room holds 1,200 people, right? We haven't seen the schedule yet, but I will tell you that this one thing happened over and over um on the schedule. On the schedule, there was a sentence, and it's the worst sentence that you ever want to see. It said, "Room will not clear." What does that mean? Literally, like it sounds. If there's a panel, say, let's go, there's a Sailor Moon panel at 12 o'clock. And at the bottom of the panel, it says, "Room will not clear at the panel." That means the people in there can stay in that room for as long as they want. So if the Sailor Moon panel has 1,000 people in the room, and the panel right after Sailor Moon is the new My Hero season, they're premiering the first episode of the final season. If all 1,000 people decide they want to stay, and the room is capped at 1,000 people, that means the people who were lining up in the hallway to go to the My Hero panel, the room's already capped, so you can't come in because no one left. That room's filled to max capacity. All you guys just waited in line for 2 hours for nothing. Or Sailor Moon panel, people go to, and this is a cheat code that people do use because they may not want to see the Sailor Moon panel, but they want to see My Hero. So they'll go to the Sailor Moon panel so that they can stay in the room and be guaranteed a spot for My Hero. So same thing. It's 1,000 people, 800. No, I won't say that. Sailor Moon's popular. 400 people are there for My Hero. So those 400 people stay in the room. They have 600 seats they can fill. And once they fill those 600, rooms capped. No one else is allowed in. If you weren't able to get in, it is what it is. That's just how it goes, unfortunately. So that's why when we do the schedule review, we've done it the last couple of years. You don't want to see room will not clear. You want to see room will be cleared after panel. Because last year you had people who showed up at 12 o'clock and sat through every panel in that room until they, left at 6 or at 7 because the room didn't clear. They didn't have to leave and they got to see every single panel they wanted. It's a cheat code, but you're allowed to do it. Um, I'm lining up at 4 a.m. dramatic. Maybe for worth it. 4 a.m. is wild. I'm not lining up at 4. Man, I'm a good 6:30, 7 o'clock. I'm not doing 4. Line up line up right when the previous panel line is led into the building. Yeah, bro, they don't know about that. They don't know about the outside line, and then they gotta walk you into the building to the room. I'm showing up like 2.5 early to panels. So I usually show up 2 hours early to any panel I really want to see. If I really want to see it, I'm showing up 2 hours early. Um, I know that if I'm not sitting in line, I'm gonna be spending money on merch. I'd rather see a panel. Yeah, whatever High Dive is premiering is most likely. I'm most likely watching it. I went to a lot of the High Dive premieres too. Milkbeard, like I hope they do another Eminence in the Shadow. I know the move. Oh, when is the movie? When is the Eminence in the Shadow movie coming? How reliable is network service on the in the con center? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna hate on it. It's really good. Line up like 5:30. Milkbeard, you're gonna need fall asleep by 6 p.m. Yeah, to be asleep by 6 p.m. I agree. Um, the internet signal is really good. When is the Eminence in the Shadow movie? They keep pushing it. Eminence. I'm spelling this wrong. Shadow movie release date. There it is. The movie is late 2025, early 2026. They still haven't announced a date yet for Lost Echoes. I don't know. It'd be dope to get a premiere of Lost Echoes. I don't think it's happening. It'd be dope to get a premiere. Yeah, it's still to be announced. So if they did do a panel, maybe we could get some movie info or an official date. I'm younger. I have a couple years of that kind of energy left. Not mad at that. Um, let's see. Get fit for cosplay. Yes, your boy's in the gym just like everybody else. I did do rest day today though. I was tired and it rained a lot where I live. Like a lot, a lot. It's ridiculous. Um, just a heads up, you need a real ID or valid passport May 7th to fly. Yes, you do. You guys heard me talk about this on the channel. If you are flying in the Anime Expo, you have to have a real ID or valid passport to get on a plane. So if you're flying in the Anime Expo, your ass better have went and got a real ID or you got a passport. And making appointments is rough as hell right now. Hoping to go to the gym starting tomorrow. Hey, one day at a time, my friend. I can't remember if there's a Wi-Fi or not. I think the phone service itself was fine. I always forget. Yeah, yeah. You got it. Yeah, as of last week, your ass better have that pass. You ain't going. You not getting on no plane without it. And we know in my group, we had to. Everybody had to get straight, so we're all good. But you gotta go get it. And now in my area, I think they're telling people that end of June is like the earliest you can get an appointment. Sometime in other places, they're saying July and August. So, um, oh, okay. Yo, we caught up on everything. That was a lot of questions. So we got through all that. Announcement wise, as it really wasn't. I gotta get a new ID and passport later this year. Yeah, you going to Japan? You gotta re up. You gotta have all kinds of stuff. My first ID was a real ID. Hoshi is young. My first ID was not a real ID. All right, so announcement wise, it's mainly guests. There's no like crazy announcements yet. Um, but just a bunch of voice actors. So we're starting to get our Japanese voice actors list, which is good. We're starting to see some of the voices if you watch subbed anime, these are the voices you're known to hear when watching these animes. So they're announcing them left and right. All right, let's see. Hasune Miku Colorful Stage fan meeting. This is going to take up a lot of time. This right here gonna take a crowd. There's gonna be a lot of people. The weaves are hyped about voice act. Yeah, because the reason Miracles brings that up is the last 2 years for some reason the voice actor list had become so much smaller, and they did VTubers and YouTubers, and none of us really were a fan of that last year. But it looks like this year they're bringing back the voice actors. This is a Final Fantasy panel, by the way. So I'm interested to see if they do make like a Final Fantasy announcement while we're here. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, they went heavy on voice actors this year. I'm just saying it. It seemed like the past 2 years they've really been listening to people. I don't know for sure, but it feels like the past 2 years they've been listening to people. They saw how VTubers went off guy and said, "Nope, yeah, exactly." VTubers definitely gotten higher in popularity since last year. I think they've. I don't know if they're more popular. Um, they're super popular though. There's no debating that. They're super popular. Miku herself needs to be a panelist. Yes, they bring everyone around Miku, but they don't actually bring Miku, which was crazy. You don't want to see that line. Don't none of us want to see that line, bro. A line for an actual Miku meeting would be ridiculous. So this is also a premiere in the movie screening of Gundam Rising. Now I haven't personally been into Gundams in a long time, so I don't think I'd line up for this. But if you fuck with it, this is for you. Industry appearance, industry appearance. Like I said, this is gonna be they bringing out heavy stuff this year. Okay, Idol Summer Escape Day 3 performers, more voice actors, a line for the movie was insane. I can't even imagine the panel line. Yeah, it's gonna be stacked this year. Um, and I think we're back to the voice actors we had already seen. Because now these are the ones from our last stream. So I'm going to fast forward just a little bit because what I need is down here somewhere. Oh my god, you guys are really gonna make me do it this way? So many voice actors. I'm not mad at it. They're stacked of voice actors. We're here for it. Ah, so Anime Expo is gonna be way bigger this year because of the amount of space they're taking over and using. It is so much more space this year. Like the past couple years, everything has literally taken place here, and then you had the JW for certain panels. This year, you're getting all of the convention center, AX Crossing, Ichiban Market is going to be down here, which is another food area. Beer Garden is going to be right here, and then they're using, as you guys just saw, they're doing premieres in the Peacock Theater, panels in the Peacock Theater. They're going to be spacing everyone all the way out. So normally this little area right here is where a lot of weebs walk through and congregate. And here you would usually pick up a ticket or so, and there'll be people through here, but not like crazy amounts just hanging out. This year there's gonna be a ton of people just hanging out right here because there's so many panels in this area. So it's gonna be a lot different. Oh, they do have a Gundam shop in Little Tokyo. They're probably gonna make a ton of money with that kind of that convention. But they probably bring the Gundam mobile base too to the convention center. I would think that Gundam mobile base would be in the exhibit hall as well. So it's gonna be packed this year with people. All right. I know on the West Coast it ain't that late, but on the East Coast it is 12:40. So I'm glad we got the stream in. We will be streaming again this week. Again, AB3 Anime is in Norfolk, Virginia this weekend at Norfolk Anime Fest. And next weekend, we are in Oaks, Pennsylvania, which is right outside of Philly, at Thy Geekdom. And then we'll be in on the 31st of June, excuse me, of May, we'll be in Augusta, Georgia. So right outside of ATL for Augusta Anime Fest. So we out here, we in these streets. And for those of you guys who don't know, We'll also be at KamehaCon, June 13th through 16th. Didn't know KamehaCon was a thing, but we found out about it. So we going to a Dragon Ball convention too. So yeah, I got you, Miracle. We're gonna start throwing these vlogs up like crazy. So appreciate you guys. You guys have a good night. As always, thank you for being here for the stream. And yeah, we'll be back on streaming again probably. I'm gonna say Friday night. I'm not gonna say Thursday. Should be Thursday, but